Good morning, everyone. This is Joseph here, and today I'm in Innisfail in lovely tropical Queensland, where I come once a week. Today I'd like to briefly talk about different aspects of the tarot and how they can be applicable to all sorts of things. Now, most of you there will never be readers, never really do readings outside of your circle or about personal things. And in many ways, that's probably how it's meant to be done. It's meant to be a method of guidance and intuition and looking into yourself at a great depth and being wise. Because of my work, I have to do things quite quickly, and often it's sort of basic because people have the same problems generally. Other people, work, health, dreams for the future. And over the years, I've become quite good at focusing on those things. I tend not to look at my own future because but I want other people to find their way forward. Looking into the future, it can be some things seem to be terribly fixed and others are very, very fluid. The further away in time we can sense something, the more likely we are to be able to change it. If everything's fixed, then what's the point? What's the point of any of this stuff? If it's all there, there's nothing to be done. But I believe that many times that things can be done. For example, if I was to have a car crash and I dreamed about it or sensed it a year from now, the odds are I could change it to some extent. I could maybe mitigate it so it's not as bad or avoid it altogether. As it gets closer in time though, it's like jelly setting. So if I sense that tomorrow, the odds are that it's going to happen, there's not much can be done. So there is a value in looking forward. There's a value in looking and seeing what we can see. Some things seem fixed, the big things, smaller things, we can get around them. Like for example, if we wanted to avoid somebody really, really annoying and we sense them ahead, not that anybody knows anyone like that. If we can sense them, we can avoid them, we can go around a different way. Similar stuff to this. Now with your tarot cards, each card means something different, has a general energy to it. But the energy is slightly altered depending on what you're looking at, and also what other cards are surrounding it. You have the major cards, which are the big things, the massive things. In terms of energy, they're like the Himalayas. Then we have the smaller cards, the minor arcana. They're like little hills. They're the everyday things, going to work or dropping a bag or little things. The major cards are outside of our control. They're the forces of nature, like the winds and the tides. And they are often, they're impersonal cards. For example, the King of Swords could be a fight with a neighbour. The Devil card, the Tower, could be a world war. There's a difference in dynamics and the size of the energy being portrayed. Now earlier today, I did the cards once again for Hong Kong and the problems that they are facing. And as expected, I got a number of major cards. I've got the Moon, the Tower, the Devil card, and the Hermit, and the Thief. The only positive card I got was the Home card. I've looked at Hong Kong in different ways, and however successful their protests may be in the short term, in the long run it seems to me that it's China will have its way. There's nothing much to be done. The major cards, I say the Devil card is China in this case. They're very focused, they're very fixated. China's had a long history of being conquered and losing territory, like to the Japanese in the Second World War. It's something that they are not going to bend on this. And whatever America says, whatever Britain says, no one is going to risk a major war to save Hong Kong. So, these cards, what they're basically showing is, I think there's nothing much that can be done except to wish these people the best and as individuals to see what we can do to support them. In all honesty, if they can get out of Hong Kong, they should. Read history, it's worth having a look. For all our good intentions and positivity, sometimes things don't go well. And I think this is one of those cases. But The upside is being, what's that phrase? Forewarned, forearmed. We live in difficult times. But like I said, that's looking at major world events. You can do the same over an auntie who's unwell or a job application. And then if the cards come up, you can try and see if there are ways out of it. With so many major cards, there are no ways out of it. This is a very fixed road. The energy is very powerful, heading in one direction. So you need to get your cards out, memorize them, look at a different card every day. Get a feeling of it, see how it applies to your life. Put those little stickers on, the removable stickers I suggested, like with a general meaning of the cards, so you don't have to keep going to your books. Do the cards for the week ahead. Every Sunday, do the cards. See what you see, and then see what actually unfolds as the week goes on. This is the best way to use your gift. With my abilities, I'll either see something in the far future, or I'll see something in the next week. That seems to be the limit of my psychic radar. I'll pick something up on the edge of things. If someone's thinking about me in a positive way or a very negative way, I'll sense them too out there. That's how my radar works. You have to learn how your radar works. So keep a diary, keep a journal, write down your feelings, your thoughts, your dreams, date it, put a time on it. And I think you'll be pleasantly surprised at what you see and what you discover. I wish you all the best and blessings on you all. And now I'm going to go.